Good morning. It's Thursday. Yesterday there was no court. Nothing exciting happened too much anywhere in the world, so uh, I don't have a lot to say about that. But I was reading an article or listening to, watching some of these tapes of these like Midas Touch and uh, this and that and the other thing about Trump, and I'm going, these guys don't have current news. It's older than the stuff that I'm doing, and I'm going, at least I'll go to MSNBC or ABC while I'm on on the video and try to find something interesting to talk about. These guys are talking about stuff. It's history, and I guess because they're worried about a lot of things that they have to do a deep search to verify the stuff. I don't know whether I should do that or not because I'm not claiming it anything other than this. What it is a video about somebody saying this and that and the other thing, and this is my opinion on it. Don't know. I really don't know. Uh, Now you see, Midas Touch says he puts up 10 hours ago. They wrote up the video saying Trump White House insider Miles Taylor debunks Trump's biggest lie. Well, I don't know what it is. I'm not going to go into it because I don't. Because if you've ever watched the Midas Touch, I don't know whether he's true or not, or how factual he is, but he is one of the most boring people I've ever had the displeasure to listen to. So I don't listen to him too often. Uh, there's a whole crazy thing out there with all these people. And I'm just looking around now and I'm trying to get, but I can't find something specific, so I'm not going to get involved in that right now. I'm going to go over to MSNBC for a minute and to see if we have anything going on there. Breaking news. Clarence Thomas on the bench cast Trump's immunity case in even shadier light. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do there, but whatever it is, I doubt it's going to be 100% honest. And granting him full immunity like that even after he leaves the office is like somebody said, how are you going to feel if somebody walks in and shoots your husband and your wife, your husband and your children in the head? And that's basically what he'll be able to do, which is just so stupid. It's beyond stupid. I don't know where you go to find the honesty anymore. I mean, we've made the Supreme Court, the Constitution of the United States wasn't written to be a political document, all right? Whether it turned out that way or not, I don't think the original idea was to be a political document. The Supreme Court exists basically to determine the constitutionality of laws passed, and you can bring in decisions made by lower courts. It's getting a little out of hand now because now it's becoming a political weapon of various parties, and Trump made it a political weapon when he had his people stack the court with certain conservatives that supported his wacky beliefs and whatnot. So you're losing a sort of the independence that it's supposed to show. It doesn't have it anymore, and that in itself is a very, very disturbing thing. Because they can bring before it whatever they want to bring before it, and they don't have to bring before it some other things. It's pretty much the people that are bringing these opinions in are basically conservatives, ultra conservative. They call them ultra conservatives. I mean, you're either a conservative or you're not. Uh, you know, and I've seen what they do. Um, you know, Republican conservatives are all about themselves, all about keeping their money, not giving it back to the people. They want control. They want to be a mafia. Not, I don't want to say a criminal type organization, but as close to it as they can get without it actually being called criminal. They want, or a dictatorship. You know, either one of them, same thing basically. You know, ask any South American country. You know, that's got a narco government. Um, and like, you know, this is an opinion coming off MSNBC. The Supreme Court's legitimacy depends on a speedy ruling in the Trump immunity case. Well, yeah, I would say so, and I think they have to pretty much say sorry, but no, you know, it's not gonna happen. Donnie baby, it's not gonna happen. So, you know, I don't know if it will or it won't. I think that I'll be very happy by the fact that I'm not there. But you see what happens if that happens in America, then you'll see a lot of other countries going about doing the same thing, because we're sort of our government's been a type of standard for a lot of countries, and you know, you give immunity to some. You know, if there was a legitimate reason for it, if this was what do I want to say? What's the term? An honest approach to the situation, maybe there'd be a reason for it, but there just isn't any reason that he needs it. You know, they're not breaking it down that he can't be charged for, you know, this, that, or the other. He says he's got it for the rest of his life. That's bullshit. You know? Well, now I'm over on ABC. Let's see. U.S. growth sharply declined last quarter to 1.6% pace. Gay actor school speech back on after cancellation. Education restrictions advanced in Alabama. Hey, listen, you want to restrict the education of those people? They ain't smart to begin with, you know. They've had some serious. I should say that. I have a nephew that graduated from the University of Alabama, but I don't know whether that is the same standard as the local schools, and this is more about local schools than it is the University of Alabama right now. But, you know, Saban isn't the coach anymore, so who knows what's going to happen down there. Let's see, bird flu virus traces found in some milk, the FDA sounds. Well, I don't drink milk anymore, so just use it in my coffee. Trust me, my coffee's so strong it'll kill anything. So they're doing the immunity arguments now in the Supreme Court. And one lawyer is saying that an assassinating a rival could be an official act. And I believe that. You know, you'll be arguing in court for the next, till the guy's out of office and dead. But that's what they want to do. That's what he wants to do, this fat, orange-haired freak. I just don't know how we did that. You know, I keep asking myself that. How is that possible? But then I remember, you know, I look back when Hillary ran and they said that against him, and everybody was saying, you know, oh man, it's not going to happen. There's no way it can happen. You know, well, first of all, they put a woman against him, which unfortunately has, you know, there are people that don't want to see that, a woman president. If they had put Michelle Obama up against him, maybe they would have seen that this is a person that's entirely much smarter than he is, and he would have lost his first election, and maybe that would have been the end to would have been the end to all this controversy. But if you look at Hillary was the wrong one to put up there because she was a crook in her own right, and it became one of these the lesser of two evils. And for whatever reason Trump was still riding popularity from his television shows and everything else, so it wasn't a surprise that he got elected when everybody said he had no chance to be elected, and they were questioning things. I don't think you have to question anything, except the fact that, he was an idiot that managed to sneak in. Now, when he lost, and he claims he lost it because of cheating, no, I don't think so. I think it's the same thing. I think he showed himself in his first tour of the presidency for what an idiot he can be at times, and people just didn't want that to happen again, and again, it was a lesser of two evils. That's when you have two people running for president, and only two people, and I don't know that if you had 17 it would make any difference. But when you have an election like that, you still have what they call, I forgot what I was going to say. Don't you hate when that happens? That's what happens when you get old. But you have, a lesser of two evils. And that's what it boils down to, the lesser of two evils. Not the better of two goodies. I don't know if that's right. But you're dealing with the lesser of two evils. Okay, that's about it for me. I've run out of bullshit, so, But I will be back later, probably. I don't know. I say I am and then I don't, so I don't like to promise stuff. That's what happened when I used to do live broadcasts. I gave a time, and I said I'll be back every Monday at such and such a time, and then things got out of hand. I'd be out of town, and you can't do a live broadcast from out of town, where you don't have any internet connections or something like that, so I stopped doing live broadcasts, but I've been doing this. You see, I've quite close to 1,000 posts on Blogger. If anybody's interested, I still do WhatsApp, but not as often as I do because I keep forgetting it's Sunday morning, and I have to pick another day to do that. So because I just don't have the energy on a Sunday morning to get up early and do things. There's the normal stuff I do, and then I add another thing to it. And we're going out. We're going out for lunch today. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. So I have make my bed and stuff. By the time I get that, it's noon. And we're out the door. Anyhow, we'll see what happens. Have a good day.